ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि कवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 60, verse number 30 and 31. So in the previous class we studied how when Krishna spoke his joking words, then Rukmani Devi, she did not understand the intention of Sri Krishna and she mistook that he is abandoning her. So she became very grievous, fearful and sad, and she fell on the ground. So when Krishna saw that, he understood that she has taken his words very seriously, and he jumped from the bed and picked her up. And then he spoke to her that don't mistake me, misunderstand me, I was just joking. And I understand very well that you are devoted to me. So do not be angry at me. He said that he just wanted to see his mood in different manner, not always obedient, pleasing, loving, kind, but in upset mood. So he continues to speak. Mukham cha prema sanarabha spurit tadharamikšitum katakshe parunapanga sundara mukha bhrukati tatam ayam hi parmolabho grihesu grihmedhinam yannarmairiyate yamaha priyaya bhirubhamani. So he is now speaking clearly. He says that I just wanted to see your face full of anger, prema sanarabha, and spuritadhara ikshitum, and so angry that your lips were quivering with anger, and wanted to see your reddish eyes with side glance out of anger, and sundara bhrukuti tatam, with your eyebrows arched. So he must have experienced this with Satyabhama many times, and he was expecting this to happen here, but he should have first told her to go and take training from her, and then she could have done it. He says this indeed is the great advantage in family life, that you can joke without much problem. Yannarmairiyate yame priyaya bhirubhamani. So in this way you pass your time with your wife Priyaya, and he is addressing her as Bhiru and Bhamini. So Bhiru means the fearful, because she was so afraid, and Bhamini is also sometimes used for the angry woman, but here it means the beautiful one. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments, Narmokti Prayojanantaram Chaha. So he is explaining the other purpose of his joking words. So Prem Sanrambhena Pranay Kopena Sfurita Kampita Adhro Yatra Tat. I wanted to see your lips quivering out of anger. But this is not anger, but this is love anger. There are two types of anger. One is that you are actually angry and you want to destroy somebody, like enemies fighting with each other. Another is you become angry with somebody whom you love. Mother may become angry at the child. So she is not angry because she is actually angry, but wants to discipline the child. Like Mother Yashoda was angry at Krishna, so angry that she was running with a stick behind him. So that is not anger as one becomes angry at one's enemy. So he says, therefore, prem sarnabha. So it is out of love. Pranay kopa. And kata shabdena kataksha. So this is a very unusual word, kataksha. Kata is used for kataksha. So kata is a separate word, like you have the word cut in English, and aksha is eyes. So kataksha means your eyes are cut to the side. That's what is kataksha. So here only kata is used for kataksha, and akshepa means throwing your kataksha. So kata shabdena katakshaha tair akshepe. So throwing your side glance. So side glance, kataksha, common word used. This can be in different moods. Side glance can also be out of love. Side glance can also be out of anger. Side glance can also be out of neglect. So many times kataksha is used, means somebody is neglecting, he doesn't want to even look at you directly. So that is also kataksha. So there kataksha is in disrespect. So here Kataksha is referring out of anger, therefore Arunapanga. So Katakshepa Arunapanga. Panga is also used for that. Sundara Bhrukuti Tatam. So Tairakshepai Aruna Apanga Yasmin. Ateva Sundaram Kutilam Bhrukuti Tatam. So then when you are angry, Krishna thinks this will be beautiful to look at her. He has some other concept of beauty. So Yasmin Tatcha Tat Mukham Ikshitum. So he wanted to see her face like that. So now Srimati Rukmani, as if she is asking a question. Nanu yadi satya kamasya bhagavatas tatha bhutaye vichha asit. This commentator saying. Tada tadani meva Rukmani sakopa kutila kataksha katham na bhut. So now Krishna is considered as Satyakama. Satyakama means that whatever he wishes, it happens. So that is Satyakama, sometimes called Aptakama means. Aptakama of course has a different meaning, means all his wishes are fulfilled. So now he says that if he is Bhagavan and he is called Satyakama, so then when he wanted her to get angry, so she should have become angry, because otherwise he is not Satyakama. And he becomes a Satyakama. Right? So that's what he's saying, that he's raising this doubt that if he was desiring this, then why it did not happen. So iti chet uchyate, if someone raises this doubt, then he replies it as follows. Ichha shaktirhi bhagavataha eva adhina. So he says that Bhagavan has got his Ichha Shakti, and his Ichha Shakti is under his control. So our Ichha Shakti is under our control or no? Yes? What do you think? No? So why is it called our then? So our Ichha Shakti means our energy or power or facility to desire or will, is it under our control or no? No? What is your experience? Or you never thought about it? So think.
It is not, because it's driven by the gunas. So my desires can change tomorrow based on...
So you should stop calling them your desire then.
Yes, they are not mine.
So we are unnecessarily calling them our desire. Then the desire of the gunas. So we should realize this. So Bhagavan has his Ichha Shakti under his control. And that's why he is called Aptakama also. Not only that he has Ichha Shakti, but his Ichha Shakti works to get the object of the Ichha. But he says then why it did not happen. So beyond Ichha Shakti there is Prema. And that is not in his control. He is under his control. Right? That's what we studied in the 9th canto. That aham bhakta paradhina hiya swatantra ivadvaja. That I am under the control of my devotees. Vashikurvanti mam. That they control me. So devotee means those who have love for him, not just ordinary devotees. He is not under their control. But those who have prema. So basically he is under the control of the love of his devotees. That's why Yashoda was able to bind. So Drishtva Parishramam Krishna Kripya Asit Swabandhane. And then he became under the control of kripa, prema. So prema tu tam bhagvantam api adhini karoti. So although the ichha is under his control, the will power is under his control, but the prema is that which controls him. And iti premna agrena tasyaha premna agre. This book also has so many mistakes. Premana agre na tasya kapi prabhavishnuta. So therefore, when it comes to prema and ichha shakti of Bhagavan, then ichha shakti of Bhagavan has no power to overpower prema. So that's why it says premana agre, means in front of prema. Tasyaha kapi na prabhavishnuta. So tasya means the prem in this ichha. So ichha shakti does not have any power in front of prema. It becomes powerless. Prema hi ananda rupam api bhagvantam atishayena anandaitum tad ichham api kadachit anyatha karoti. So prema is so powerful that sometimes when it wants to increase the prema, ananda of Bhagavan, who is Ananda Swarupa, then it doesn't listen to him. So Bhagavan is Ananda Swarupa, but love is that which gives more Ananda even to the Ananda Swarupa Bhagavan. And at that time, she can disregard the wish of Krishna. So that's why the tussle between Yashoda and Krishna. Otherwise, why Yashoda was working against Krishna's will? Krishna did not want to be bound like that, but she bound him. So this says only the prema can do that. Idamatra tattvam, here this has to be understood. Asam Rukmani Adinam Madhura Prema Rasvatinam Rati Prema Sneha Pranaya Mana Raga Anuragesu Saptasu Sthai Bhaveshu Madhye Kadachit Kaschit Swavsaram Prapya Udayate Ityatas Tadanim Vyanjan Seva Samaye Anuraga Sthai Bhave Eva Udagat. So he says that the devotees like Rukmani, so how are they? They are Madhur Prem Rasvati. So they have sweet love for Krishna. And they undergo various states of love, beginning from Rati, Pranaya, Sneha, Man, Rag, Anurag, so Bhav. So they go into these stages, and that prema is controlling them. So when she was doing the service to Krishna by fanning him, at that time her anurag was manifest. So therefore it says Anuraga Sthai Bhave Eva Udayat Vyanjan Seva Same. And Tasya Cha Danya Sanchari Prabalyat Tasya Kheda Chinta Moha Eva Abhut. And this Anuraga manifested extreme danya, humility, in Srimati Rukmani Devi. So she was in that state of Madhur Prema. So there is Grit Sneha and Madhu Sneha. So she was in that state of prema that she was very humble, then nibhav, in doing the seva. That's why she took away the fan. And in that mood, it was not possible for her to get angry. Humility and anger cannot come simultaneously. If you have to get angry, then you have to bring your abhiman, your ego have to come. And ego and humility are just opposite poles. So when you are in the humble state, then it is not possible. Then only fear can come. So that's why she became fearful.
Baji, I'm not understanding how this Ichcha Shakti is different from Prema. I mean, if he is controlled by Prema, then his Ichcha is directed towards Prema. How is it sometimes separate then?
Then it is directed, but these are, first of all, you have to understand, are these two things or they are only one thing?
Yeah, this is also one problem.
So that's what you have to do, Chintan. I mean, he is, ultimately everything is coming from Prema. Just like from Prakriti only comes Mahatattva, comes Abhiman, right? So now one way you can say they are all Prakriti, right? But yet they have their different characteristic. So then we say that Buddhi is controlling the mind, or when Buddhi becomes weak, mind is controlling the Buddhi, and then mind is controlling the senses, or mind gets controlled by the senses, but they are all Prakriti. So therefore they are different energies and they have their characteristics, they manifest like that.
So we could say in a sense that his Ichcha being rejected is also causing Ananda in nourishing Prema.
Yes, because there is no other possibility. Whether Ichcha gets fulfilled or not getting fulfilled, both ways Ananda. It's win-win situation. In the material world, if your desire gets fulfilled, then also you suffer. If it doesn't get fulfilled, then also you suffer. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
When your desire doesn't get fulfilled, then you suffer. But when it gets fulfilled, then also you suffer. Maybe not immediately. Maybe after a few minutes, few hours, few days. But it will come. So in the material world it works like that. In the spiritual world it's the opposite. So that's why he is okay. His wish was not fulfilled. He is happy with that also. So natu tasmin pranay kopa katakshade. So because of her state of anuraga, which is very high state of prema, so it was not possible for her to get angry and manifest kataksha.
Is it then for, would it then be for Satyabhama, who is the more, in general, more angry one?
Yeah.
Is it for her then same when she's in Anuraga that she is?
But this is a different type of anuraga.
Okay.
Anuraga is also having its variety. There is a lot of variety. It's like there is a difference between raga and anuraga. There is also difference between raga and raga. It's like you have your mind, he has his mind. Both are mind, right? Both are made from the same tattva, but the minds are different. So it's same, these are emotions. That's why there are so many queens. Otherwise, if they all have anuraga, then it will be all just like robots. Because everybody is just same. Wherever he goes, he has the same treatment. Then it will become mechanical. So why so many gopis, so many wives? Because they are all different manifestation of prema. Even if they reach the same level, still it is different.
I want to know why from humility comes the fear.
Because humility means what? That you feel yourself as lesser.
Less, lower.
And ego means you think yourself as superior. So when you feel lesser, you feel less qualified. So that's what she thought, that he's going to leave her.
So then fear came.
She would have thought, how can he leave me? I don't care for him. He cannot go away from me. So cha uprishtan, te cha uprishtan manasthai bhavodaya kshanesu bhavishyanti eva. So he says that these type of characteristics, they manifest in the state of man. So it is the same sthai bhav, which has different colors. Right? You have white light, it has got 7 colors in it. So you have rati, sthai bhav, it also has got 7 colors in it. So at the state of mana, anger manifests. That's why it is called mana. Mana means abhimana. That I am also somebody. How can you act like this? How can you say like this to me? But it doesn't happen. Man is not manifest at the level of anuraga. This is how he is trying to analyze them. So that's why he says that techa uprishtar manasthai bhavodaya kshaneshu bhavishyanti. So this will happen when anurag will come down to the level of mana. So we will see that also. Let's see, we'll talk. Kincha घृत स्नेहवत्या रुक्मिण्या मान कौटिल्य अतिशय प्रायो न उदयते. So this is one explanation he is giving, that why she did not get angry when Krishna was speaking like this. So one reason is that she was in the state of anuraga. Then he gives one more reason, that moreover, see, Rukmani is, her sneha or love is called Ghrita Sneha, and the other one is called Madhu Sneha. The 2 varieties. So he says that those who have Grit Sneha, Grita means ghee. So ghee freezes, it needs little heat to melt it. But honey is always liquid, taral. So therefore he says that those, because she is having Grit Sneha, then she does not get angry easily. You have to give more heat for her to melt. So this was not enough. So that's why it says Grit Snehavatya Rukminya Man Kautilya Adi Atishaya Prayo. So he says that this Man, Kautilya, this Kutilta, they don't manifest easily in her mind. Madhu Snehavatya Sattva Bhamayastu Anurago Api Man Garbhayev. But then we have Satya Bhama. So he says that even at the state of anurag, she can have man. Because the anurag, her anuraga comes from man only. So he says man garbha. So man garbha means that it's in the belly of man. The anuraga means it can shoot out any time. So he has to be very careful with him. So man garbhe viti samrabha sakampa adhara kutila katakshadi sukham krishnasya tatraiva visampadhyate. So therefore the pleasure of seeing his beloved in angry mood with reddish eyes, quivering lips, big eyes coming out. So he says that this Krishna, this type of pleasure he enjoys with Satyabhama only, not with Rukmani. So that's the explanation. Nanu mata kritaya vyajnadi parichariya dukkham labhase kintu tam parityaktavatya mama kathora kopoktya sukham labhase aparam cha priyaya mam saharsotfulla mukham tvanenabhyam narochate kintu ati dukkha ruksha kopa vivarnikrita raspratikulam bhrakuti bhishanam mukham eva rochate iti koyam te svabhava tatrahayamiti. So now Srimati Rukmani is posing a question. So this is a question which is difficult to understand. He says, this, your behavior is very strange. Why? He says, I was doing service to you, I was fanning you, and you are not happy with that. When I was doing service out of love to you, that was troublesome to you. And seeing me in an angry mood with my red eyes and quivering lips and arched eyebrows, that will give you happiness. So he says, what kind of person are you? Right? He says, moreover, when I was very happy, because I was serving you and I was very blissful to do service to you, and my face was blissful, and that you did not like. But you want to see my face, which is full of sadness, dry, anger, and change of color. You become angry, your face also becomes different color, and that will give you happiness. So he says, how is this, that seeing my angry face, which actually should scare you? If you see somebody in an angry mood, you become little tense. What happened? What is going to happen now? What she will do? But that you like. And when I'm happy and I have a very blissful mood, that you do not like. So what kind of nature you have? So aheriva premna gati kutila bhavet. So this is the movement of love, that it walks like a snake, not straight. So what seems like good is bad, and what seems like bad is good. So once he poses this question, then Krishna speaks the next verse, Ayam hi parmo labho griheshu grihmedina. He says this, what else is there in family life? Mostly trouble. He says the only good thing is that husband and wife, sometimes when they don't have their work to do, they can sit down and talk nicely and joke with each other. And now that joking itself, you are causing trouble. So what remains in family life? There are already problems. And if I joke with you, that also is not pleasurable, then my life is miserable. So he says that in family life, this is the only pleasure. Ayam hi parmo labho. He means only this. Otherwise there is nothing else in it. It's all troublesome, all the time anxiety, how to make money, job, this problem. Now the electricity is failing, tap is leaking. Right. The grocery is not there. So all this. So griheshu griha medinam yan narmairiyate yam. He says if they can sit together, husband and wife or family people, and joke with each other, he says that is the only good time. And that you don't want. So, my life is tough. So this is what he spoke. Now Sri Shuka Vacha Saivam Bhagavata Rajan Vedarbhi Parisanttvita Gyatva Tate Parihasoktim Priyatyaga Bhayam Jaho Babhasharisbham Pumsham Vikshanti Bhagavan Mukham Shavrida Hasaruchra Snigdha Pangena Bharata. So at that time when Bhagavan Sri Krishna has spoken like this to Srimati Rukmani Devi, then O King Parikshit, Vedarbhi, she was consoled. So already it was said about Krishna that he is Santvagya, that he is very good in consoling people. So he consoled her, and then she understood that he was just joking. Okay? So tat parihasoktim priyatyaga bhayam jahu. So when she understood that what he said was not very serious, he was only joking, then she gave up this fear of being abandoned by him. Because this is the fear which came in her mind, that Krishna is going to abandon her and go away. So now she was pacified. So she became normal. Mood changed. And then she spoke to him. Babhasha Rishabham Pumsham. Spoke to whom? One who is the best of human beings. Vikshanti Bhagavan Mukham. So she was looking at him. And how was she looking? Savrida Hasa Ruchira Snigdha Pangene. So she was looking little from the side glance, apanga. But her mood was that there was little bit of bashfulness, happiness, sweetness, and affection. So all these emotions became manifest. So she was bashful, that how is that I did not understand this. That he was joking and I did not understand, so she felt little shy. But she was happy. It's like sometimes you are in the dream and you are caught in some unhappy situation, and then you are in anxiety and suddenly you wake up. So there's nothing like that. So that's what happened. It was like a quick dream, and she thought that he's going to leave. So therefore now she is happy and again smiling. So Vedarbhi Tadrish Anuragena Vidarbhad Agataya. So Shukdev Goswami is addressing Rukmani as Vedarbhi. Vedarbhi means who is princess from the land of Vidarbha. So it indicates that Krishna, he kidnapped her from Vidarbha because he had so much anurag, love for him. Priyena tena yastyaga swasya tajnam tasmad bhayam. So priyatyaga bhayam, that fear which she had that he is going to drop her, that fear was gone. And she was happy again. Then he has printed Jiva Goswami's commentary. Here there is no commentary on this, so we can read that also anyway. Papunsham Vrisbhamiti Sarva Saundarya Vedagdyadika Muktam. So Krishna is called the best of among human beings. So means he is most beautiful. Ato Bhagavaditi Sveneva Susnigdha Smita Sram Jaladina Cha Śrīmad. And therefore he is called here as Bhagavan. So Bhagavan Mukham. And According to Jiva Goswami, Krishna was having some sweat on his face because of the hard work he did. Because he fell down and he has to get 4 hands and lift her up. She was good body weight. So he was having Sramjala. Susnigdha smita Sramjaladinaja. So Krishna is beautiful, but he was looking more beautiful now because he had some drops of sweat emerging on his face and he had a smile. So therefore he looked very beautiful. Ateva Visheshena Ikshmana. Therefore it is said that Rukmani was looking at him. Vikshma, Vikshamana, Vikshanti. So because of that she was more intently looking at him. That how come he's sweating? So Kena Savrida Hasa Ruchira Snigdha Pangena. How was she looking? Her looks were very affectionate, sweet, smile and bashful. So why all these things? He says, Tatra Virida Purva Hasya Pradhi Jnana Ashakti. So why was she bashful? She was bashful thinking that how is that I did not understand that he is joking. And I took it seriously. So that made her little bashful. Hasha Samprati Hasya Pradhi Anusandhanat. So now she was happy, smiling, because she understood now that he was having a deep joke. So she was able to understand. And then Vrida Sahitena Hasena Ruchirascha Snigdhascha Prema Ras Ardro Yopang. So then along with this bashfulness and smile, there was sweetness and affection and having a very nice look at Krishna, full of prema. Tena ikshan vishesho api darshita. So this indicates how she was looking at him in a very special, affectionate manner. Esacha paramuttamayoho tayoho prem samvadam महावंश्य यशस्कर गुणत्वात् त्वमेव बोद्धमर्हसि इत्यतस्तत्र मनोनिदेहि इत्याह भारते इति. So Sukdev Goswami is addressing King Parikshit as Bharata. So Bharata literally means one who is born in the Bharata dynasty. So what is the significance here? The significance here is as if he is saying that you are born in this famous dynasty of King Bharata, which is very illustrious, which means that you are capable of understanding this dialogue between Krishna and Rukmani. Therefore, listen now what Rukmani has to say. Because up till now Krishna spoke, now Rukmani will speak. So he says, pay attention to that, what she has to say. So now this statement coming from Srimati Rukmani. Sri Rukmani uvacha Nanve mate darvinda vilochanaha yadvai bhavan bhagavato sadrishi vibhumnaha kvasve mahim niyabhirato bhagavan stredhishaha kvaham gun prakritiragya grihita pada. So what she is doing is that whatever Krishna has said to prove or to describe how he is not a match for Rukmani, she takes all those statements and refutes them, that it is not true. So Sridhar Swami, in his commentary, he lists 16 items which Krishna spoke, how he is not qualified to marry Rukmani. So there are 16 things he said. So now Rukmani will take each one of them. She has good memory. You have to have good memory, right? So she remembers all the 16 items, and one by one she will refute or deny that it's not true. What you said, it's other way around. So now she is going to apply all those 16 on herself, and so that actually she is not qualified. So in other words, she is saying that you said that you are not a match. Yes, that much is true. You are not a match because I am not qualified. So that's what she will say. So the first word she uses here is nanu. So those who know the commentary, then you know the nanu and nacha. So nanu signifies that it's not true, but nanu is used here in the sense of, nanu is also used in the sense of certainty. Nanu natha pumsam. So when you want to say something certainly, then also use the word nanu. Nanu is also used when you raise a doubt, but also for certainty. So here it is used for certainty. It says nanu evam etad arvinda lochana vilochana aha yadvai bhavan bhagavato sadrishi vibhumne. That you said that you are not match. So bhagavata yena vakyena swasya apkarshaha rukmanya utkarshascha uktaha tadeva vakyam anuvadanti rukmani tad viparayam vyachaste. So whatever statements Sri Krishna has spoken to show her lowliness or disqualification, Rukmani takes all those words and showed that it is just the other way around. Krishna said that he is not qualified and she is qualified. Now she will say that he is qualified and she is not qualified. So tatra yaduktam kasman no vavrishe asaman iti tatra samyam satyam eva ityaha hervindalochana. So the first statement Krishna made was, he said that I am not equal to you. So why did you choose me as your husband? So therefore Rukmani says, yes, you are not equal to me because I am lower than you. Because if we are two are not equal, then one is high, other is low. So he only said that you are not equal to me. So that can mean that he is higher and she is lower, or it can mean that she is higher and he is lower. So Krishna took the second one, that he is lower and she is higher. She says other way around. So he says, how does she indicate that? She says, you are Arvinda Lochana. You have eyes like a lotus. Means you are so beautiful that even your eyes are beautiful, what to speak of rest of you. Yad bhavan aha kasman no vavrishaya saman iti tat. So that's why you said that, how is that I chose you when I am actually not beautiful like you. Nanu nishchitam eva etat satyam eva ityarthas. So that's why she is using the word nanu. And he says, nanu here is nishchitam. And this is true what you said. We are not equal. Sve sviye mahimni shadashwarya lakshane abhirato bhagwan tradesha. Why is that? Because you are Bhagwan. So she should have said, yadvai bhavan bhavata sadrishi vibhumna. Right? You should have said that you and I am not like you. But instead of bhavata, she says bhagavata. Means you have 6 types of opulences. Sadashwarya lakshane bhirato bhagwan. And you are Trayadhisha. Trayadhisha means Trigun Niyanta. That you are the controller of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. But who am I? Kvaham gun prakritir agya grihita pada. So she is calling Krishna as Trayadhisha. Traya means the master of three, and calling herself as Guna Prakriti. That I am under the influence of the gunas and you are the lord of the gunas. Obviously we are not equal. So Shadashwarya Lakshane Abhirato Bhagavan Tradhisha Triguna Niyanta Bhagavan Kwa Aham Guna Prakritir Jada Niyamya Va Kwa. And who am I? He says that I am inert. I am under the control of Bahiranga Shakti, which is inert, made of the three gunas. Iti tvatto ati nikrishtaya mama kutastot samya sambhavna piti bhava. So the significance is that I am much lower than you because you are the ruler of the three gunas and I am under the influence of the three gunas. So there are three levels. There are gunas, ruler of the guna above them and controlled by gunas below them. So I am not even at the second level, what to speak of the first level. I am at the third level. This is the meaning. So where is the possibility even of being equal? It's like you are on the third floor, I am on the first. You are so high. Guna prakritir bahiranga shaktis tasya swanshatvat swasya tatswarupatvam mananam ati danyadev. So out of great humility, she is calling herself being controlled by the guna prakriti or material nature, the external potency. Although she is transcendental to everything, but now she is thinking like this. And then there is one more word which has been used here, which he does not comment. He says, Agya Grihita Pada. He says that only foolish people worship me. Because there are a lot of people who are worshipping Lakshmi Devi. Right? Everybody is running after money. Money, money, money. So she is Rukmani. Right? So she says that only foolish people are worshipping me, and the great sages, learned scholars, they worship you. So therefore we are not equal. Satyam bhayadiva gunebhya urukramantah shete samudram upalambhana matra atma nityam kadindriya ganai krit vigrahastvam tvatseva kairnipa padam vidhutam tamondham. So says Satyam Bhayadiva. Krishna has also said that I am living here inside this sea out of fear. Right? He said like that. So he says Satyam Bhayadiva Gunebhya Urukramanta Shete Samudram Upalambhana Matratma. It is true that you are inside the sea out of fear because you are Urukrama and you are the end of, means anyone who has power, you have the supreme power. So out of fear of the qualities or gunas, you are hiding here. Sete samudram upalambhana matratma. You are actually pure consciousness and you are away from the material gunas. So that's why you are inside the sea. And Nitya Kadandriya Ganai Kriti Vigrahastvam. You also said that you have made many enemies. So he says, yes, your enemies are the senses which are running after the sense objects. Because your servants, they are not interested even in the post of king or etc., that being all darkness. So this in this verse, it is more like a kamutya, that even your devotees are not fearing anything. What to speak of you? So yaduktam rajbhyo vibhata subhru samudram sharanam gatam tatraha satyam. You also said that fearing from the kings you have taken shelter of the ocean. That is true. Why? Because you are Urukrama. Hey Urukrama Mahashakti. You have the supreme power. Iti bhaya bhavam darshyati. Therefore this indicates that you have no fear. The word krama means also power. Krama also means order. Like doing something in a krama means doing in a series, order, sequence. Krama shaktau paripatyamiti vishva. Gun shabdadaya stebhya rajante iti rajan. So he says that actually these gunas are like the kings and you are above them. So these gunas, because they are the rulers, he said you are fearing the gunas, kings. So the kings, who are the kings? The gunas, because everybody is under the influence of the gunas. They rule even the kings and you are beyond that. So that's why samudram sharanam. The word sharanam has two meanings. Sharanam means house. Sharanam also means shelter, surrender. So tebhyo bhaktanam yad bhayam tadeva bhaktadhinasya tavapi bhayam iva ityastad bhayadiva antah samudre samudravad agadhe svabhaktirdeva shete. So your devotees, they have fear from these gunas, and because you are under the control of your devotees, so it looks like as if you also have the fear, but actually you have no fear, and therefore you are inside the sea. So it says that the sea represents here the heart of the devotees, which is very deep like an ocean. So nihitam guhayam dharmam tu sakshi. What is that? That it is in the heart. Heart is compared like a big ocean. So you sleep there. Atah sharanam gatan. So you have gone to the house. San shabdasya griham iti artha krita. Here the word sharan is used in the sense of home. Tatra mama astitva kim pramanam iti chet tatraha na pashinat hridayam buruham swapuncham. What is the proof that you exist in the heart of the devotees? Says is a statement by Brahma that you are always situated in the lotus-like heart of the devotees. And pranay rashnayadhyatangri padma sabhavti bhagavat pradhana ukta. So in 11th canto also it is said that Bhagavan's feet are tied to the heart of his devotees by the rope of love. So he never goes away from there. Iti brahmadi vakyad upalambhanam matranam rupras gandhadinam yasya sa. So from these statements of Brahma, it is understood that upalambhana matram means that you have your form qualities which are beyond everything, rup, ras, etc. Bhaktair dhyano upalabhyamana sandaryadi, and they can be attained only by the devotees. And you are the Atma. Atma here means Paramatma. Yaduktam balvadbhi kridveshan. You also said that you have many powerful enemies. Iti tatraha nityam iti. So powerful enemies here are the senses. Kadindriya ganai svabhaktasya vishayagrahi bhirindriyai sahakriti yuddha ganairiti vritya viprayana bhutvam bhaktasya sansar dukkha tranartham iti bhava. So you take care of your devotees and protect them from the ocean of material world. That is your enemy. Ayamartha, the sense is this sadhaka bhaktanam prathamato dhyan gamyam yat kinchin madhuryam eva tvam bhavasi na tu pratakshi bhavasi yat tanmanya vishayabhya bhayadiva tadanta karne pravishya swapisi eva. So the sense is like this, that in the beginning when a sadhaka is performing sadhana and he experiences some sweetness of bhakti, but he does not experience Bhagavan himself. Why? Because Bhagavan remains hidden in his heart. So that is being compared as if he is afraid and he doesn't come out, he stays inside, although he protects the senses of his devotees. So that's why he says kadindriya ganai. Yato bhakti buddhya kadindriyeshu vijiteshu satsu vishya nivrittau satyam swapad uttita eva sakshadeva pratakshi bhuyas suyen aneka madhuryani svabhaktan grahyasiti. And when the devotee becomes perfected and his senses are not troubling him and he has become free from any sense pleasures, so then you come out from your sleep and you become manifest to his devotees and show yourself to them. Yaduktam tyaktan nripasanam. You also said that you have given up the throne of the king or emperor. So iti tadapi yuktam eva. He says that is also appropriate. Tat sevakairapi nripapadam nripasanam avivek bahulatvad andham tam tamaeva vidhutam tyaktam kim punarvyaktavyam. So he says that it is not surprising because even your devotees, they give up all opulence because they have the viveka and they understand that this power position here is all tamandha, this is all darkness. They don't want it. So what to speak of you? Kipunar vaktavyam tvaya tyaktam. So what to speak if you give it up? Atra sevakairiti padrishtya purvatro bhayatrapi bhakti sambandho vyakhyata. So Jiva Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, because the word sevaka is used here in this verse, that how sevaka, this means servants of Krishna, they give up vidhutam, tamondham, all material enjoyments which are like deep darkness. So he says this has to be applied to the other previous two statements also, making enemies as the senses and fearing. Means there also it is in relationship with the devotees, and if your devotees are like that, then what to speak of you? That's how the verse has to be understood. So that is the explanation. Keshav Priya.
Question I've been having for a couple of days now, because what Krishna said to Rukmini, these were pretty harsh words, and sometimes when harsh words have been spoken, even if the intent was to joke, then a doubt can remain, because jokingly one speaks the truth. So I was wondering whether this only happens then in material relationships.
Yes, that is an indication of their, what you call, unity in love. In the material world, because love is not very deep, generally speaking, maybe you have, I don't know, but generally that is the experience. So they are not very much united with each other, husband and wife. And if one of them speaks harsh word, the other gets hurt by that. And even if that person tries to pacify and you become pacified, still the lingering doubt remains. Why did he say or why did she speak such harsh words? How can she or he say like that? But here it is to show how much they are one in love. That even Krishna spoke such harsh words, he did not get any doubt in her mind. If the doubt came, it only came about herself and not about him. Although he gave 16 items to prove. So, but it did not work. So that shows the intensity of their love. So don't try this in the material world. Okay.
Don't try this at home. If my husband were to do such a thing, he better be looking for a B&B to spend the night.
Yes. Okay. Sandeep ji.
So I have actually 3 questions. So quickly I will say. This last shloka, so when you are explaining like that there is a character, in the sense if your devotees are like this, then what to speak of you for Krishna. But can it also be taken in the other sense that when Rukmini is saying like this, so she is saying that I am the devotee, I am devoted to you as a wife, so all this applies to me in the sense, what you are saying for yourself, actually that applies to me.
Yeah, but that doesn't fit here in the context. She's trying to speak something about Krishna which he said about himself. That he said, I am here out of fear of my enemies. So how will you apply to Rukmini that?
Okay. So other second question was that the Sthayi Bhav is Madhurya. So what you in the first shloka we did today, that Prem, Sneha, Man, are they the waves in that Madhurya?
Yeah, it's Thai Bhav only which takes all these levels.
So the wave can go up and down also. So if she is having that danya, so it will remain for some time, or can it not change?
Yeah, it changes. That's why I'm saying these are like waves. Waves means what happened now? Wave are not.
Okay, so when she came back to her...
Sthai Bhav is like ocean. And ocean has waves. So waves are not permanent. That's why they are compared with waves.
Third question was, can you please explain the meaning of this Medhi, Graha Medhi, Naam, what is that was?
Grahamedhi means that their intelligence works only around the house. Medha. Medha, you know, Medha means intelligence.
Yes.
So therefore their intelligence functions around the house only.
Even if they are doing a job, so that job is also for the house.
Yeah. When in the childhood, I was telling how we used to, not here, but in the villages when the machinery was not there to harvest grains, there used to be a pole. Around that you put the wheat plants and the bulls go around that. So that pole is called Medhi. So the bulls are just going around and around. So morning till evening they may walk 20, 30 miles, but they remain there only. So that is called Grahamedhi. Okay. Roads, Naji.
Babaji. So my question today is about free will and the play of the gunas for materially bound jivas. So sometimes when I'm reading the Bhagavad Gita, my interpretation is, I don't know if it's the correct interpretation, but my interpretation is that I should try to disidentify with the play of the gunas in my own life. But then other times I go and I read secular self-help literature and they talk about the importance of like taking responsibility for my own life. And my instinct is that both pieces of advice are good advice and I should do them both. But when I try to do them both, I get really confused and I realize I don't know what I'm doing.
So internally you know that it's all gunas working. Externally you try to take control.
Is it like taking control without identification? So like
Yes.
the freedom is in my jivatma. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. We'll see.
Good.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna try.
But it can be good fun.
Thank you, Babaji.
Anupam.
What is the meaning of this word Kadandriya, which comes many times in the original Sutta also?
Kadindriya means senses which are not functioning under your control.
So how does the word that mean not under one's control?
Kad means not good. Like you say kadanna, anna and kadanna.
Okay. So not good in the sense that they are not under your control, they are independent.
Your voice is not very clear. I'm just guessing most of the time what you're saying.
Kadandriya means that means not good in the sense it is not under one's control, it is independent, senses are independent.
Yeah, you have to give meaning according to the context. It's not that you just take the dictionary meaning and go ahead. Kada also is used in the sense of little, like kadoshna, kavoshna, little warm. That is called kadoshna. Srishti Acharya.
So then, one more question is there.
Babaji, please just call me Srishti because it sounds quite hilarious when you have to call me Acharya.
And that's what I read here.
That's just my surname, it's there by default. Question is, you were speaking about humility and fear and how these two emotions can often coexist together. But in the case of devotees who were quite humble, like Ambarish, we see that they were humble but at the same time fearless. So, is it possible that? But in my experience, humility actually brings fear. So, what can you describe more about the state where someone can be humble but also fearless?
No, it depends. You see, we are bringing two things together. You can be fearless towards somebody and you can be humble towards another person. It's not necessary that you towards the same person. When Durvasa got angry and he was cursing Ambarish Maharaj, then he was remaining humble, and you can say he was fearless, but he was not fearless in the sense that I don't care. But he just remains standing there. It was not that he was disrespectful. He must have had sense of respect. Respect also has some sense of fear in it. When you revere somebody, there is also some sense of fear in that. But it's not that as a king, he is fearing. If he has an enemy, he is not going to remain humble with that. He is going to fight and be fearless. So you have to see the situation. When it is said here, Rukmani was having fear and humility because he thought he is going to leave her. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, Anupam ji, आपका क्या रह गया अभी?
तो बाबा जी वो फर्स्ट लाइन में कमेंट्री की फर्स्ट लाइन में लास्ट वर्ड हमने किया इसमें सुभ्रू समुद्रम आ रहा है वर्ड आ रहा है तो सुभ्रू का क्या मीनिंग है सुभ्रू समुद्रम व्हाट इज द सेंस ऑफ दिस वर्ड
सुभ्रू माने जिसका अच्छा भ्रू भ्रू मीन्स आईब्रो
so how subhru is fitting with samudram because it is used
I don't know
with
what
the word samudram
where is it where is it
इसी जो भी हमने लास्ट वर्स किया है इसकी कमेंट्री की फर्स्ट लाइन में है
Subhru is that is Krishna speaking. This is a sloka we already did earlier. Krishna is telling to her, Subhru means he is addressing Rukmani, that, oh Rukmani, who has beautiful eyebrows, I am out of fear of my enemies, I am hiding in the ocean. So it's just an address of Rukmani there. Okay.